Hello and welcome to my channel, Paradise in a Pot. My name is Miles. I'm a houseplant enthusiast who's been taking care of houseplants since 1985. And this is Houseplant of the Week, number 14. And today's Houseplant of the Week is going to be Seneciorowleyanus. This plant is from Southwest Africa. It is a ground-growing mat-like plant that sprawls out and puts roots down wherever it can find a place to do so. As you can see, I hang mine so that it cascades down in a nice trailing manner. This lovely plant is literally like a string of pearls, as its common name implies. I find it to be a little bit sticky when I touch it, and I feel that's probably so that maybe it can climb over rocks and whatever it finds in the landscape as it goes along. So I find that a little bit fascinating. I also find that if you keep this plant near a window, particularly a west-facing window, it will give you flowers yearly. And the flowers look like this, and they smell like cinnamon. They're really cute little flowers. I think that the best thing you can do for this plant is to give it all the light you can possibly give it without burning it. You will have to watch it. Sometimes in a south-facing window, I have seen it get burnt up, and that's only because it doesn't get watered properly. So that moves into the next section, which is how to water one of these. It is a succulent. I do pot it up in potting mix, which is made for succulents, which is a little more sandy, a little more well-draining. And I find that the best way to really water my string of pearls is to dip it into a bucket of water and let it literally soak, submerged, for about 20 to 30 minutes. And I do this maybe every 10 to 14 days, depending on how dry it gets. Usually what I do is I wait until I start to see a bunch of little, and you can see in the photo there's some little brown, dried up, shrivel up pearls. It happens, it's gonna happen. And if you wanna make the plant get fuller on top, just take a string or two and wrap it around the top. As long as that top's getting enough light, it should take hold and start to give you more of a full top. I just choose, eyeball that we're gonna go ahead and let it stay kind of baldish because I don't really see the top of the plant, so it's okay. I see it cascading over like it is right there, and I love it. I just love it. It's one of my few non-aeroids that I just adore how this plant looks, and I always get compliments on it when people come over. They are just always so amazed by how it looks, and I take pride in that. Another thing about this plant is that you will want to make sure and not cover up or put too much fertilizer or like organic material on the top of the plant. It's really sensitive to burning, and I've done this myself. I have burnt a plant and just watched the strings fall off. I personally don't have any luck with propagating this. I might try again in the near future, some different methods that I have yet to try. I think it takes maybe a little more attention or possibly more light than I'm giving it to actually get the propagations to take. But I have seen a lot of people just take the strings and put them into water and let them root up. That never happens with me. I never see roots on them. I've also seen people take and put them into potting mix and kind of circle them in there, and they'll eventually root up and start sending out shoots. Mine just dry up and die. And I try to give it attention. I try to find the right balance for water. So propagation, I'm not very good at that one with this plant. However, like I said, in the near future, I'm going to try some new methods to see if I can't maybe get it to propagate after all. Anything else about this plant I have to say is that I give it about a 4 out of 5 as far as a personal rating for houseplants. I've really started leaning towards aeroids more than anything is what I want in the houseplant scene here, that Hoyas. However, I'm not going to give this plant up. If it passes, well, then I had a good run with it, because I've had this since 2020, so it's 2 years now. I think it's looking better than it did when I bought it at the store because it was very short. I wish I had a photo to show you when I got it, but I didn't normally take photos back then of new plants as I got them because they were coming in so quick. So that's all that is. And that, gang, is all I'm going to have to say today about Houseplant of the Week. Do you have this plant? Let me know in the comments below. Do you have anything to add to the conversation? Please let me know, because again, I'm not claiming to know everything, I just know quite a bit. So I like to learn from you guys too. Alright, thanks much. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my new channel, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!